Hello again, and welcome to the Daily Neitz, a daily look at classic films, modern cinema, and the world of professional wrestling. And today, looking at the final film from Roger Ebert's fantastic book, The Great Movies, Written on the Wind. I don't think you can really see the title there. Maybe a little bit. Whatever. This film, 1956, is a 96-minute soap opera. It just is. It is. All of the soap opera tropes are there. Okay, maybe not all of them. There's no, like, evil twins or Back from the Deads or anything. But it is a soap opera in a movie. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. One of my favorite things to watch is professional wrestling, which is a soap opera with based around a fake sport. And I love it, even when it's bad. But this didn't quite speak to me the same way as say, like, wrestling does, or other kind of like satirical genre films do, stuff like Cabin in the Woods. It's fine. It's just, I found myself laughing at points that I don't know if they were meant to be jokes. I did read that this is a satire, and this is something that happens to a lot of people that watch the movie. They either think it's stupid and unintentionally so, or they take it completely seriously and praise it as high drama, whereas Ebert in his book says that it's a satire, and, like, yeah, it does poke fun at itself very subtly throughout, so I guess they caught a little bit of that, but it wasn't prevalent enough for me to really believe that, if that makes sense, that it really is a satire, because it was just moments here and there, like when the sister is sitting out by the river and she's hearing their voices from when they were kids and reminiscing, and her face is just reacting to every little moment, like, oh, I can't believe we ran into the river, and then she falls crying next to the tree with her initials and Mitch's initials etched in a heart on the tree. Like, I lost it for that. I'd laughed for a good 5 minutes. I thought that was hysterical. And there were some other moments as well, in a similar, like when the brother Kyle comes home. He drank a whole bottle of whiskey and then drove his way too fast car home from the bar. There's no way he got home safely. And then he just destroys the apartment, he destroys the house looking for a gun. The reason I say apartment is because it's just that scene from the end of The Room when he just said, "Lisa, you're tearing me apart." He's throwing things and just, like, half, like, just pushing things and things are exploding. It reminded me so much of that, and I was laughing even though it's like the climax of the film, and you know, whether that's intended or not, I don't think I'm gonna watch it again. I found moments of enjoyment, and there were some lines of dialogue. I rolled my eyes so hard I gave myself a headache. It was some really just sappy cliche dialogue, and I mean, I was not alive in '56, so I don't know what other films were coming out at the time. It's very possible that had I been alive, I would and seen other movies as they were coming out during this time, I'd think very differently about it. I could praise it as a masterpiece of, like, satiring a genre, but I'm not familiar with that genre enough to understand the satire, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm watching old movies, so I can familiarize myself with these eras of film that I'm less familiar with and haven't seen a lot of. So, I don't know, I'm making excuses for, I guess, not getting something I probably should get. But, I mean, I was entertained. I was really entertained. I also, for some reason, wasn't expecting it to be in color. One of the first things out of my mouth when the movie started was, "Oh, this is in color." I don't know why. No idea why. The box art's in color. It says color on the back. I'm just dumb, I guess. And the other thing I wanted to mention, Rock Hudson is, like, the lead character. And I'm familiar with the homosexual subtext in most of what he does. He was in the closet. I believe he was in the closet. For a lot of his life. If not, he tried to hide it in movies. I can't remember the actual stories anymore. But I love that that's there, and it's really interesting because it adds so much depth to his character in this. But they put him in the dorkiest costumes when he comes out with the geological survey. And he's got that dumb hat, the pencil sticking out. He's wearing that dumb he just looks like a dork. And Mary Lynn, I think is her name. It's on my brain's turned off. Played by Dorothy Malone. I think it was Mary Lynn or Marianne or something along those lines. She's just in love with him this whole time, and he's just portrayed as this dork that can punch. And the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm liking this movie because of how just it's just one step over the top. It's just one step. There's some very scene-chewy performances, just one step too far. And the more I'm thinking about it and processing it, because I record this, like, the DVD is still in the player. Like, it's immediate, so I'm still talking through it, and the more I'm talking, the more I realize I might actually really like this movie. It's dumb, but in the way I like things to be dumb. I'm going to sit on this one for a while, because this one might actually make my lists. I don't know. If anything I've said has intrigued you, check it out. It's hard to find. It's not online anywhere. I looked. I got it through my library, but it still took a while to get, even after putting it on hold, still took a while to get here. But, I mean, if you find it, come across it's on TV, give it a look. See if it floats your boat. It's a trip. It's a trip. I can't believe this thing won an Oscar. Dorothy Malone won an Oscar. Fair enough. Oh, the trial scene at the end, too. It's like, oh, he's on trial for murder. We're gonna ask the wife of the deceased, did he say that he was going to? And yes, but okay, that's enough from you. Okay, the sister of the deceased, we're gonna egg her on until she tells the truth. It was just really weird. Really contrived. Okay, I'm done. That was written on the wind. That's all I gotta say about that. Tomorrow, I'm gonna look at a more recent film. Burp coming on. Another Oscar nominee based on a true event from the mid-2000s. I'm gonna look at The Big Short. See if I can understand the housing crisis tomorrow. But until then, you can like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below. You can also follow me on the Twitter at Daily Neitz, and until tomorrow, bye.